Welcome, everyone. Today, we continue our exploration of Donald Trump's extraordinary life. In the previous episode, we looked at his early years, his education, and his rise to success as a real estate tycoon. Now, we take a step into the next chapter, the moment when Donald Trump decided to transition from a business powerhouse to a political phenomenon. How did he go from building skyscrapers to building a movement that led him to the White House? Today, we dive into the key moments that defined Donald Trump's political journey, from his controversial but successful 2016 campaign to the challenges and victories of his first term as President of the United States.
1. The decision to enter politics, a leap into the unknown. Donald Trump had flirted with the idea of running for president several times before 2016, but it wasn't until June 16, 2015, that he made his intentions official. Standing at the base of the escalator at Trump Tower, Donald Trump announced his candidacy for President of the United States. His speech that day was memorable, filled with strong language about immigration, trade, and the state of America's economy, messages that resonated with many disillusioned voters across the country. Trump's decision to enter politics was driven by his dissatisfaction with the status quo and a desire to make America great again. Unlike traditional politicians, Trump used his background as a businessman to promise a different kind of leadership, one focused on tough negotiations, strong borders, and economic growth. He leveraged his celebrity status and media savviness to gain traction, making his candidacy both entertaining and polarizing. Trump declared during his announcement speech, "I am your voice. I have been with you all the way. And now, you are going to have someone that's going to represent you. And we're going to make America great again. Believe me." This entry into politics was a leap into the unknown, but Trump's message, combined with his unfiltered communication style, struck a chord with many Americans who were frustrated with traditional politics. His ability to break through the noise and gain the attention of both the public and the media was key to his rise. As the New York Times reported, Trump's entrance into the political arena was seen by many as unconventional and risky, yet it tapped into a deep sense of dissatisfaction among voters who felt alienated by career politicians. Trump's approach challenged the norms of political discourse, and his populist rhetoric resonated with voters who felt their concerns about immigration, trade, and economic decline had been ignored for too long. According to political analyst and author Michael D'Antonio, Trump's campaign was more than just a reaction to the political climate. It was a direct challenge to the political establishment that had failed so many Americans. In his campaign, Trump capitalized on his outsider status, presenting himself as a successful businessman who could fix the country in the same way he had built his empire. His promises of change, strong leadership, and economic reform became the cornerstone of his candidacy.
With his decision to run for president, Donald Trump entered a crowded Republican primary field. But what made his campaign stand out? Let's explore the strategies and moments that helped Donald Trump rise to the top of the Republican Party and ultimately win the nomination. Number 2, the 2016 campaign, a movement in the making. Donald Trump's 2016 campaign was unlike anything the American political landscape had ever seen. He faced 16 other candidates in the Republican primary, some of whom were well-established figures like Jeb Bush, Marco Rubio, and Ted Cruz. What set Trump apart was his ability to dominate the media cycle, often using social media platforms, especially Twitter, to bypass traditional media and speak directly to voters. Trump's campaign focused on key issues such as immigration reform, repealing and replacing Obamacare, renegotiating trade deals, and focusing on America First policy. His blunt and often controversial rhetoric endeared him to voters who were tired of political correctness and felt left behind by the political elite. Rallies became a cornerstone of his campaign, large, energetic events where he connected with voters on a personal level. Despite numerous controversies, including leaked tapes and fierce opposition from both the media and political establishments, Trump's message of change resonated with voters in key swing states. His victory in the Republican primaries was a testament to his unconventional approach and his ability to connect with those who felt neglected by the system. In the general election, Trump faced off against Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton, a seasoned politician with decades of experience. The campaign was one of the most divisive in American history, marked by intense debates, allegations, and a nation deeply polarized. Yet on November 8, 2016, Donald Trump defied the odds, winning the Electoral College and becoming the 45th president of the United States.
The election was just the beginning. Winning the presidency meant stepping into a role that brought both enormous challenges and incredible opportunities. Let's take a closer look at Donald Trump's first term in office and the key policies and moments that defined his presidency. 3. The first term. Policies, challenges, and achievements. Donald Trump's first term as president was marked by a series of ambitious policies and significant challenges. Upon taking office in January 2017, Trump quickly set about fulfilling his campaign promises. He signed executive orders aimed at reducing regulations, withdrawing the United States from the Paris Climate Agreement, and imposing a travel ban on several predominantly Muslim countries, actions that sparked both praise and intense criticism. One of Trump's most notable achievements was the passage of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in December 2017, which lowered corporate tax rates and aimed to stimulate economic growth. Trump also focused heavily on reshaping the judiciary, appointing 3 Supreme Court justices, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett, securing a conservative majority that would influence American law for decades to come. On the international front, Trump's America First approach led to renegotiations of trade deals, including replacing NAFTA with the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA. His direct approach to foreign policy included historic meetings with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and a focus on increasing pressure on China through tariffs and trade negotiations. However, Trump's presidency was not without controversy. The investigation led by special counsel Robert Mueller into Russian interference in the 2016 election, his impeachment by the House of Representatives in 2019, and his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic were all major challenges that defined his first term. Despite these challenges, Trump maintained a strong base of support, and his rallies continued to draw thousands of enthusiastic supporters.
Donald Trump's journey from businessman to president was filled with unexpected twists, bold moves, and a determination to challenge the status quo. His first term in office was marked by both significant achievements and considerable controversies. But one thing was clear. Donald Trump had reshaped American politics in a way that would have lasting impacts.
But the story doesn't end here. In our next episode, we'll take a look at the years following his first term, the challenges of the 2020 election, and his triumphant return as the 47th President of the United States in 2024. Stay tuned for more insights into the fascinating journey of Donald Trump, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.